So today I thought we'd have a quick review on tails. Now I've seen tails a lot in regards to their Facebook adverts, Google adverts. They market a lot. So I was genuinely intrigued as to what they would actually give Nix and Coda when I put in all their details. So I gave it a go. So after you put in all of the dog's details, from your weight, your gender of your dog, if they're neutered or not, how active they are, you know, how many hours of exercise your dog generally does in a day, what they normally eat, what they've eaten previously, if they have any sensitivities, I think that was it, obviously the age of your dog. They compile all that data and they see if there's anything else you want added into your dog's food. So for Nix, for example, I wanted to make sure that his joints were being cared for. So for Nix, yeah, they say that they've added in extra joint support for him, which is great, which obviously Coda doesn't need. So when it comes to him, he obviously doesn't have that in his biscuits because he doesn't need it. He's an active dog. I mean, he could have it just as a general background thing, so I would probably consider that in the future, as he is an active boy. So this is what we got. This was their tailor-made food. It comes with obviously his name on it, which is quite cute. He's got healthy bones and teeth, healthy energy, mobility and joint care. 4 scoops per day on the little cup that you get given here, and you have to set it based on what they give you on there. And Coda is J10, Nix is L12. Everything that you get, everything has the dog's name on it, which is a nice touch. It's really quite cute, and you get specialised little menus for them so that you know how much you can give them and how much extra you can give them. So Nix, for example, is 2 scoops of dry food on the setting I just said, with 1 of these a day. Now I'm talking about food, so you've headed over, have you, just to check it out? Yeah. And 1 of these. And because they've been on raw food, I didn't want them just to go straight to biscuits because I thought that'd be boring for them. So we added in some of these as well. And these have gone down really, really well. They've really enjoyed these, especially the gravy ones. Not so much the terrines, but yeah, the gravy and the jelly ones really have gone down well. Nix is allowed 2 scoops of dry food. This is in total, this is over a whole day, so it's obviously 1 scoop in the morning, and then this is a 30-gram pouch of food, so he gets half of that in the morning and the other half in the evening. Coda is allowed 4 scoops of dry food and half of a packet of this in the morning and half in the evening. Now I found that for Coda that's been too much, and also for Nix that's been too much, and they've actually started putting on weight. So I have reduced Nix to just half a cup of biscuits, and he's got half of this as well. For Coda, I've also dropped him down to 1 scoop and a half in the morning and the evening instead of the 2, because he was putting on weight, and I need to keep them at a good condition. I can't have them putting on weight. That was a downside, obviously, but I don't know whether that was down to what they're suggesting on their food side, or whether I've put something in wrong on my side, because they are fed raw normally, and obviously we are testing out biscuits as an alternative. Although I have found that a lot of biscuits, that if I was to be feeding were to be feeding the recommended amount, it would be too much. So I think you have to take those recommendations with a pinch of salt, and just make sure that you're keeping an eye on your dogs, and making sure that they're not putting on weight, and that you can still feel their ribs as you go down their sides. That's the best way of keeping on top of weight. Now, when it comes to the back of the bag, it says that it's made without artificial colours or flavours, from high quality ingredients, developed by vets, fortified with added vitamins and minerals. But the ingredients are not on the back of the packet. You have to look at your card. Meat and animal ingredients is 30%. That is the first section. Now, meat and animal ingredients, that's not saying like organic chicken, free range chicken, animal ingredients. So that could be quite open as to what parts of the animal they've actually thrown in there. Then has maize as a big percentage, then chicken meal, chicken offal, chicken fat, chicken gravy. There's a lot of innards, a lot of rubbishy bits of the chicken. Maize is obviously a filler. Beet pulp, brown rice, maize, again gluten feed, so there's gluten in this. Poultry meal, poultry fat, poultry gravy. Minerals and vitamins, linseed, meat and bone meal, beef meal, dried yeast, maize, more maize, there's more maize. That's the third time maize has come up. Dried seaweed, potato protein, salmon, whole dried egg, salt, oats, chicory extract, glucosamine, prebiotics. There's a lot of ingredients. I am very dubious as to whether the quality is as high as they say they are. It says made from high quality ingredients there on the back, but from what I'm seeing here, I wouldn't be putting my money on it. Coda's blend, and Nix's blend, meat and animal ingredients again. He's got a lower percentage for some reason. Maize and wheat, and then chicken meal, chicken offal, chicken fat, chicken gravy, wheat feed, meat and bone meal, beef meal, beet pulp, poultry meal, poultry fat, poultry gravy, maize, gluten feed, brown rice, linseed, dry seaweed. Nix doesn't actually have as much as Coda has. Coda's blend seems to have more in it, which I found weird, because I've actually added joint support in for Nix, and I haven't added that in for Coda. So I would have thought there would have been like a basic level of food, and then they add in extra stuff on top. But I am not the company, so I cannot comment on that one. MSM. But what I want to say there is that the quality of the chicken and the well, the meat that they're actually putting into the biscuit does not look high quality, even though they've said so on the back, but that's the case for a lot of dog foods. And it's very much a case of you need to do your research, have a look at the back, ask your questions, have a look at a review, see what is out there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, try something else. But ideally you want the best thing for your dog with the highest quality meat. You don't want to be feeding them crap, otherwise they're going to start feeling like crap. So on the back of these there's no mention of ingredients, which I don't like because I want to know what's going into my dog. It's just giving me essential vitamins and minerals, natural source of key fatty acids to maintain skin and coat, natural source of protein supporting muscle growth and development, free from artificial colours, flavours and preservatives. Now for it to be in a tin like this, there would be a preservative. It has to last in this for a month until we get through them all. So it will have some kind of preservative because food doesn't last. So there's going to be something in this that is keeping the food okay. The fact that they're not telling me is not on. I want to know what's in these, and it's not like I've missed it. They're just not telling me. But they get a whole range of different foods, and it all comes packaged really nicely. So this is just the top 4. There's country casserole with chicken, potato, green beans, so veg, farmhouse cuts with beef and tripe. So tripe I know is good, so that's an innard. And that's what my dogs would get if they were being fed raw. That looks like a terrine, but again, I haven't said what's in it. Country terrine with rabbit and carrots, so we're going gamey meat. So they're getting a wide variety of meats. It's not just chicken, lamb, all the usual type things. Stew with beef, rice and veg. There's lots of veg in there, chicken, peas. Rice is obviously a bit of a filler. And there's more. There's rich meaty terrine with beef, pasta and peppers, rustic terrine with lamb and turkey, fish stew with cod, rice and carrots, and tenner terrine with chicken, turkey and peas. So they're getting a wide variety of flavours, which is great, and it's the reason why I wanted them to have the extra stuff on top, because biscuits is boring. I want them to have all these extra flavours so that they enjoy eating their food. These are Nixes, all different shapes. We've woken up now, haven't we? So we've got little triangle ones, there's like 3-leaf clover type ones, circular type ones, and all the different shapes aids in helping your dogs and your dental work. So it gives them more to sort of chew around, it gets around your teeth a bit more. But saying that, have found that my dog and his perfect teeth starting to get a bit of issues. Just purely we're getting a bit dirty up the top here. It's plaque, and that's literally just from eating the biscuits. He doesn't eat anything else. We've been trialing the biscuits now, and if he was completely just fed on raw food, that wouldn't happen. It just doesn't. He's been on raw food since he was a baby, and his teeth have been absolutely perfect. And since we've moved on to trying him on the biscuits, he's had dirty teeth. that's one huge downside to feeding your dogs on biscuits, is that they will muck up your dog's teeth. Unless you're giving your dog some way of cleaning your dog's teeth, like the things I mentioned on another video, your roasted knuckles, your fish chews, things that they really have to crunch on and use the whole range of their dentures of their teeth so that they can really clean them up. These get chewed up, they get turned into some kind of biscuity pulp, they lay on your dog's teeth and they cause all that plaque. Even though the dogs have found them really tasty and they're really convenient to give to your dog, because all you have to do is get them out of the bag, pour them into your dog's bowl and jobs are good. I'd much rather have the faff knowing that their teeth are going to be healthier and their mouths for a much longer period of time, and give them something I know is going to be a detriment to them in the long term. So Tails didn't actually supply all this food for me. I bought this. I found a coupon or a voucher and it allowed me to buy like a month's worth of food for the dogs at a really reasonable price. So we gave it a go. For those wanting an easy life and wanting to tailor their dog's food to the dog, then there's probably not much better, because you can literally tailor it exactly to your dog's requirements. And all of these wet foods are going down really nicely with the dogs. The dogs are enjoying all of them. I do want to know what is in the dog's food. I would prefer it to be on the back of the bag. And I do want to know what is in the back, what is in these. Because as much as they say there's no preservatives in it, there will be. They say it's a natural source of protein. That's great, but where are you getting the protein from? Is it roadkill, or have you sourced it from farms, and is it organic? You know, none of that is telling me where the meat's coming from, where the veg is coming from, how you've blended it together, or you've even cooked it. So as much as the outcome, the end product that I'm seeing here, and the dogs are tasting, they're enjoying, I'm not getting much. And the fact that I don't know what's in these is slightly unnerving. We'll finish up this trial and I will move on to, I'll go back to raw after this, now that things are probably starting to cheer up out there, and I can get back to my my normal food deliveries. But it was nice to give it a go, and when it comes to their rating or their score, it's a well done company. It really is. Everything's very pucker and it's all well presented. The boxes are all everything's well packaged, well presented. You've even got ideas of filling up your kongs with these with the meats and freezing them so that your dog can have dinner in a kong. I mean, they've given you extra ideas, and on your second order you can get free poo bags, because we all need more poo bags. I really don't like not knowing what's in the dog's food, so that's definitely lost them a point. And the fact that there's a lot of maize and crappy type ingredients in the dog's biscuit makeup. There's also some good ones, but in general it's a lot of rubbish. So I would rate that down as well. So I would give that one a 3. Love the fact that they've got their name on everything, down to their biscuit pots, and their food all comes with their name on it. Get your personalised slips to tell you how much to feed them. If you do need extra help, you can go back and ask. So in terms of the company, it's great, and their response time on customer service is really good as well. You can talk to them Facebook Messenger or straight via email or live chat on their website, so it's all really good. It's just when it comes down to the food, even though it has got some good stuff in it, but it does look like the main stuff, the meat that goes into the biscuits, is not high quality. Wheat and maize is one of the main things that dogs are allergic to, which is why a lot of foods are now going gluten-free or grain-free, so they're not even including those anymore. And this is the first biscuit that I've come across that has maize in it, so they're not sticking with the times. If anything, I'd want to go lower, but everything else is so well packaged and it's so well dealt with that I don't think it deserves a 2. Definitely a 2.5, it's halfway. Plus the price is really reasonable, especially if you get a discount on a voucher. And this is the first review that I've actually had to pay for myself. The rest of them have all been given to the dogs for free, and Tails did not want to do that, probably because they knew I'd actually go into detail on their food. I will leave it there. Don't forget to subscribe for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.